Hello students, a very good morning to you. How are you? I hope you are okay and doing your homework properly. Dear students, as you know that we are revising our chapter 6 of class 12, that is your molecular basis of inheritance. And in our last class, we already have studied about translation, means how protein is formed from RNA. Today we will study about regulation of gene expression. Clear students? Today we will study about regulation of gene expression. So what do you mean by this term? Regulation of gene expression means how in different organisms at various level the expression of gene is regulated. Means on which levels we can express the gene. Clear? So how we will define this or how regulation of gene can be expressed? We can explain this as the formation of gene. The formation of gene expression at various level to form a peptide bond or polypeptide bond. Means in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes, as you know that different type of gene have different functions and these functions are expressed at different levels. So what are these levels and in which level the gene express itself? As I have explained you, the formation of gene expression at various level to form a polypeptide bond. It means polypeptide bond forms protein and protein has the ability to express or to control the different type of gene and to control the different expression. So the gene expression both in prokaryotes and eukaryotes are separate. It means in eukaryotes the gene expression can be broadly off into different types or the gene expression in eukaryotes can be expressed in different levels. So the gene expression in eukaryotes is at different levels. So what are these levels? You have to know this. So the first level is transcriptional level. Clear? Then processing level, transcriptional level. Then second one is processing level. Clear students? Then next one is your transport of mRNA. And fourth one is translation. Clear? So what do you mean by transcriptional level? It means formation of characters or formation of peptide bond or formation of primary transcript. Formation of primary transcript. I will give you example to understand these terms. Next, processing level. In processing level like your splicing, capping, etc. come. That is, we can say splicing, capping, telling, etc. Then transport of mRNA. Here transport of mRNA means after formation of mRNA in the nucleus, it will be transported to the cytoplasm. Means we can say after formation of mRNA, it will get transferred to cytoplasm. And fourth one is your translational level or translation. It means formation of protein. Clear? Formation of protein. So now let's understand. Gene expression in eukaryotes means at at different levels, the genes are expressed themselves in eukaryotic organisms, means higher organisms, those who having a well-defined nuclear membrane. So they are, as I have told you, transcriptional level, processing level, transport of mRNA and translation. Means all these steps are involved to control the gene expression or to regulate the gene expression. So during transcriptional level, formation of primary transcript occur. Means suppose for example a piece of DNA is get ready for transcription, that is called as transcriptional level, and at that level some amount of gene expression can be regulated in eukaryotes. Second one, processing level. As we know that monocystronic gene and polycystronic gene. So in monocystronic gene, as I am explaining you about eukaryotes, so in monocystronic gene, what happen? Capping, telling and splicing occurs. Means the DNA will go through processing. That's why it can be proceed for translation. So we can say that splicing, capping and telling are occurred. That's why this is called as processing level. Means during this level some amount of gene can be regulated or different type of gene can be regulated. As we know that different number of chromosome contain various number of genes. So when these genes get expressed in eukaryotes, clear? So these genes may be expressed at transcriptional level, at processing level, then transport of mRNA. It means when the transport of mRNA occurs. Inside the nucleus, chromosome is present, DNA is present, gene is present. So after formation of mRNA inside the nucleus, now it will get transferred to cytoplasm. So during its transportation, some amount of gene expression can be regulated. Next one is your translational level, means formation of protein. Here also during formation of protein, the gene expression can be regulated. So these four steps should be remembered. This may come as 5 marks question. How gene expression is regulated in eukaryotes. Then you have to write these 4 points and explain them. Suppose transcriptional level, processing level, transport of mRNA, then translational level. Clear students? So these are the 4 steps in which eukaryotes are regulated their gene expression. Clear? So different genes have a particular function. Like in chapter 5 you have studied about, suppose for example skin color, blood group. All these characters are controlled by particular genes, and these genes may be regulated during these processes or during these stages. Clear? So now let's understand it through an example, that how the regulation of gene can be controlled. Suppose you know about E. coli, means Escherichia coli. This bacteria is taken for many experiments as it has less lifespan and so on. So let's take example. If the enzyme that is called as beta-galactosidase is synthesized by E. coli. Clear? If the enzyme beta-galactosidase is synthesized by E. coli, it means it will catalyze the hydrolysis of, it will act as catalyst for hydrolysis of lactose, which is a polysaccharide, into glucose and galactose. I am giving here the example of E. coli. E. coli synthesize an enzyme beta-galactosidase, and its function is to catalyze the lactose, which is a polysaccharide, into glucose and galactose. It means in the absence of beta-galactosidase, lactose can't be converted into glucose and galactose. That's why the enzyme is very important for this enzyme synthesis, or synthesis of this enzyme should be very important for E. coli, because due to this enzyme the hydrolysis of lactose occurs into glucose and galactose. Clear, students? So here lactose is the main source. This is the main source. Think of a situation. If lactose is not available, if lactose is not available, dear students, remember one thing, you have to watch the complete video, otherwise you can't understand. Suppose here I write lactose breaks into glucose and galactose, and here I write not available. I am giving the example that when lactose is not available, and here for regulation of gene expression, lactose or beta galactosidase is synthesized by E. coli. So here lactose is the substrate on which beta galactosidase can act. You are taking rice, I am taking rice. If salivary amylase secreted, if I will not take rice, then what happened to salivary amylase? It will get reduced, its secretion will be decreased. Exactly what happens if lactose is absent, then gradually synthesis of beta galactosidase will be inhibited, means its secretion will be decreased. Why? If no lactose, then on which it will act? Clear? So when lactose is not available, then the secretion of beta galactosidase enzyme by E. coli, Escherichia coli, get inhibited. Clear? So if the beta galactosidase enzyme synthesis, means lactose will be absent, then the synthesis of beta galactosidase will be affected or inhibited. Clear? So in simple terms, we can say for morphological, physical and physiological growth of the organism, for the growth of the organism, the gene regulation must be obtained at various levels, or we can say the gene regulation may be take place at physical level, physiological level and environmental level. Suppose one person suffers from cancer, here the environmental factor is responsible. Suppose one will not express the parental characters, here physiological character will be expressed. Suppose one can't digest protein from its birth, then here also physiological factor is responsible. That's why we can say for expression of gene regulation, it will not depend on a single factor, it may depend on many factors, and that factors may be physical, physiological, environmental, metabolic. Clear? So metabolic, physical, physiological and environmental factor. Environmental factor. So all these, it means for the growth, development, differentiation of the embryo or zygote needs different levels of gene expression, means it may be at metabolic, physical, physiological, or we can say that environmental. They all together performs the function for a set of genes. They all together performs functions for a set of genes. Clear, students? So in eukaryotes how this will occurs, but in case case of prokaryotes, the transcriptional level is predominant. It means it will dominate, and all the gene expression are regulated at transcriptional level. That's why the regulatory proteins are needed. The regulatory proteins are needed, it means whether there is a presence of substrate or absence of substrate. If presence of substrate occurs, then it is positive regulation. If substrate is not present, then it is negative regulation. So it will occur through a operating system, means in which a set of or group of genes can be functioned by different levels. So in prokaryotes, you can say in prokaryotes it will need regulatory proteins, and they will help us for converting the substrate into its simpler form. That's why the gene regulation can be expressed. This will be simpler in case of prokaryotes and complex in case of eukaryotes. That's why here one term you will study about inducer and one is repressor. Repressor means which stops and inducer means which induces, means help in the start. Clear, students? So this is all about your regulation of gene expressions, that how in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Simply you have to remember, in eukaryotes the regulation of gene takes place through different levels. They are transcriptional level, processing level, then transfer of mRNA, and then transcriptional. But in case of prokaryote, it is all this takes place during transcriptional level only, where the initiation is the predominant phase, and here the regulatory protein is required. Means it also requires substrate. That's why one term will come that is called as repressor, which causes negative regulation, and one term come which is called inducer, which causes positive regulation. Positive regulation will continue the process, whereas negative regulation stop this process. And all this takes place in a operator system. And that operator system continues to proceed the expression of gene regulation in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So students, for today this is all about your regulation of gene expression, and we will study about lac operon, which is the most important topic in our next video.